Hello, Fiedelbogen here. To my fellow workers in the vineyard, worldwide, greetings. We are here to wreck feminism. That is our plan. That is our purpose. That is our mission. The classic advice to know your enemy means knowing him the better to wreck him. Accordingly, we study feminism only as one might study a machine or a complex system with the intention of sabotaging it. You might think that the best way to learn what feminism is to ask a feminist, right? Wrong. That is one of the worst ways imaginable, and if you follow that road, it will lead you hopelessly astray. Do you really think a feminist will tell you how to wreck feminism? Seriously? In fact, feminism is a system of mystificationary rhetoric intended to camouflage the advancement of female supremacism. There is a perennial tension between what we are told that feminism is and what we can very plainly see that it is. So, we map the word feminism to a certain objective pattern of things that we see in the world. That is our path of knowledge, and we are aware that it overwrites much of the feminist narrative. Remember that we are not here to argue with feminism. We are here to put it out of business. So, you needn't read every feminist book ever written and refute it line by line. You have no legal, moral, or intellectual duty to do any such thing. They'll just write more books anyway, and then what do we do? Seriously, the only reason to read feminist books is to nose out ways of wrecking feminism. The point is to stop conversing with them on their own terms. Instead, locate their intellectual weak spots and drill, drill, drill. Pick your battles wisely. Many are not worth fighting. And don't fight your way out of quicksand in which you are not standing. Stand clear and force them to come out and engage you on ground which you have chosen. We don't owe them any answers, but they owe us plenty. Clearly, feminism, for them, is a journey, and most of their talk is about the smaller points of scenery and navigation upon that journey. And by inviting us to partake in their talk or expecting us to do so, they imply that we have consented to take that same journey ourselves. They have hauled us aboard their train and permitted us to wander freely up and down the train as it hustles us along. And so, for example, if we agree to explore the merits of one brand of feminism against another, we are only exploring different locations aboard that train, possibly in search of the first-class car, so we can travel more comfortably to a place we never wanted to go to. So, if we truly don't want to go where the train is taking us, we have two choices. Either jump off or seize control of the locomotive. Yes, whenever a new philosophy or belief system gains ascendancy in a society, it will fragment into a variety of subsystems which are more or less at odds with each other. Accordingly, those who originally opposed the new system as a whole are compelled willy-nilly to pick the lesser of two evils by taking sides in the conversation that follows. And this validates the conversation as a whole. So regardless which side prevails, the general frame of the new system cements itself into place. Very well. For almost half a century, the feminist strategy has been to draw the rest of the world into a feminist conversation. We must now undertake slowly and patiently to reverse that and undo that. We must sabotage the entire conversation in a radical way. We must inaugurate a counter-narrative that will confront the feminist narrative on a broad front in its entirety and systematically dissolve that narrative like an acid. Non-feminism is not an ideology, not a movement, but merely the rest of the world, the part that wants to live unmolested by feminism. It is no duty of yours, as a non-feminist, to justify your lack of feminism. It is the duty of any feminist, however, to leave you alone and to leave the rest of the world alone. Failure by any feminist or feminist group to do so will be considered an act of aggression, as likewise the entire history of feminism, especially since the 1960s, has been a cumulative and sustained war of aggression. Feminist aggression takes many forms, and part of our work shall be to catalog these so that we can call them out where they occur. Power told is power lost. Fiedelbogen, out.